Welcome to season 3 of On the Spot.
In one of my previous conversations with my guest, Karim, we spoke about having more diasporan support and intervention in Africa, but specifically Sierra Leone. Now, my guest, who is the president of the Sierra Leone Union in France, yes, I know, we also had a conversation a while back with a founding member of the Sierra Leone Strasbourg Union in France. Now, the difference in perspective between both organizations is just simple. One is starting the intervention with Sierra Leoneans living in France. The other is having that intervention back home in Sierra Leone. And that's what my guest is going to talk us through on today. Now, they have done a series of interventions in Sierra Leone, supporting people, underprivileged communities, and underprivileged persons as well. Now, he as well is one of very few Sierra Leoneans, and probably African, who is a landscape gardener right here in France. Just like my previous guest, he came to Sierra Leone with little to nothing in his pocket, but today runs a highly successful business. This is On the Spot. For those of you joining, welcome to the show. Welcome. Thank you so much, Abdul Karim Kalokoh. You both, my previous guest, Abdul Karim.
That's me.
You people are going to make me confuse each other now. But nonetheless, thank you so much for joining me on the show and the great work that your organization, the Sierra Leone, Union in France is doing. Take us through, first of all, on how, because you're one of the founding members as well of this organization. Why did you guys decide to start a union? And what has the intervention been like since its inception?
First of all, thank you for inviting me to your show. It's a pleasure to be here and to speak to my country directly, and I'm very happy for that. And my name is Abdul Kalokoh. I'm here now since 1999. I come here as a teenager. And
who couldn't speak French?
Couldn't speak French at that time, and it was very, very difficult at that time because of this, the language barrier. But at that time, I was very lucky, we go to school to learn the language and learn something. So since 1999, we go to school and after try to learn a job. And this is my job, as you say just now. I'm a landscape gardener. When people finish their home, and I'm trying to organize their home to make their home beautiful and to make their home come. Yeah.
That they got a call.
Yeah.
To come make it look beautiful.
Exactly. I'm trying to do my best, to give them a good home and a good place for them in their home.
So why did you, it's quite interesting, landscape gardening. Why did you choose that? Not a lot of people would, and you actually went to study it. Again, this is very, very rare. Why did you choose this path?
Well, for me, it's something like a destiny, When we come to France, where I will stay, in a daycare home where they take care of teenagers that don't have a parent in this country. And, when I come from Freetown, I was a trader in Sierra Leone. We used to go and sell, as we say, nylon bag, to get a living to take care of our family.
That's in the market?
Yeah, in Freetown, yeah.
Wow.
So as we come here, that is, ahead to go and do business. But unfortunately, where I stay, the manager of the home said, since you don't since you don't have, because we call it a stage, where you can get a first experience, so he took me in the local mayor city around by the place Ghani in France. So I go and do this landscape for something like 3 weeks. So, but it was good, and they were happy about me. So, they advised me. The boss man said, "Well, I would like you to do this job." I said, "Why not?" He said, "But I want you to go to school, because if you want to do this job, you must go to school." I said, "Okay, no problem," because he took me like his son. Okay, he find me a school, a private school, where I started my course. But at the first time, I don't speak the language, so I go and test. I failed the test the first year. The next year, I go and try again. So it was nice for me. They take me in the school. So I started my course for 3 years, as a landscape gardener. And after 3 years, I get my diploma.
That's your diploma.
Diploma.
But learning the French, don't worry.
After 3 years, I get my degree, as we say. So then after I started working in a mairie, in the local city council.
Okay.
But with time, I go more and do another training, to get more experience, because this job is very, very large. You have to speak Latin, because even the name of the plant is on Latin. Yeah. So you have to learn every day. Yeah. So that's the way I entered that job up to now.
You got it.
Exactly.
And you've been able to. Okay, obviously You know what? We're going to take a break, because this is a very interesting question. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. More still to come on the program.
Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC, is the leading institution in Sierra Leone's effort to combat and control corruption. Our dedicated team is committed to preventing corruption through public education, rigorous investigation, and prosecution, which has seen Sierra Leone make remarkable progress in the anti-corruption ranking. We climbed 22 places in the Transparency International ranking and score over 70% for 6 consecutive years in the Millennium Challenge Corporation Scorecard. ACC operates toll-free hotlines for reporting corruption and ensures protection for informers and witnesses. We also establish solid whistleblower protection and reward scheme to recover ill-gotten gains. Together, let's fight corruption and uphold integrity for a better future.
Welcome back to the show. Still have with me Abdul Kalokoh. Okay, so you started this training for landscape gardening, and obviously you had a job because you had a boss. How were you able to sort of grow from being an employee to becoming an employer, because you started your own business now and you are employing other people in this business?
Well, as you know, in anything you do, you have to take a risk, because if you don't take a risk, you cannot achieve.
Yeah.
And as I know that in this life, that is one of the key for success. Mm-hmm. And if that is one of the key, you must go and find the way.
Yeah.
So, I started to work alone the weekend and after my job.
Yeah. So you were juggling both the work and the weekend personal job.
Of course, yeah. So since I started to get more customers
and the money was coming in.
Maybe.
Then you decided it's time for me to go make money.
Yeah, you must. As I said just now, mm-hmm. you must take the adventure.
Risk, yeah.
In anything you do. So I started to work. After I have to get one boy, working with this boy, 2, 3. Now we are working on 4. Yeah, we are trying anyway.
So how when then, because this is a very busy period for you. This is very busy for you. How then, or where did the notion that we need to start a community in Sierra Leone, we need to start a union, And where did that come from, and why?
Okay. Because when we have the problem in Sierra Leone, that is Ebola, and we see our people dying of the disease, and it was very sad for us to sit in here and doing nothing. One of my friends by the name is Ansumana Abega. He's one of my best friends. We just say, well, let's start something to help our country. But in this country, whatever you want to do, you must have an association.
Yeah.
But before, we don't know, So because if I want to collect something to you or any other Sierra Leoneans, I have to get something legal to do that, because this country, you must do like that.
Yeah.
And if you want to get something bigger, you have to get something that will register an account. If somebody wants to give you
a
register, okay? Then we started inquiring how to do it, and we do it successfully. And then we started to go to Sierra Leoneans in France at that time, because that time Ebola, it was very, very tough for the country, because we need, mask, combination for contamination, for the health workers, boots, glove, So we started to collect those things, and with the fund the people give us, we buy enough stuff and we put it in a container. Yeah. That was our first action in Sierra Leone. Then we sent it to Freetown, and Henrietta is one of our.
Henrietta, we say thank you to you.
It's one of our.
Because it's very important that we need to sort of say a big thanks to Henrietta and to Henrietta Bawa, aka Etta Bawa, because in many cases people are just not honest.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So it could have been a situation where you send those things down to Sierra Leone and they would never reach the beneficiaries.
Exactly.
So well done to Etta. She did indeed distribute those items that was delivered.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And she is one of if we continue, because all our program over there is Henrietta, because as you know, Freetown, it's very, very difficult to do something there when you are not there.
You're not there.
You have to have someone who is very, very devoted and honest to do something for you in that country. And Henrietta is, why I'm talking about Henrietta, because today if I know you, it's Henrietta, because she give me, sometimes I call her, I say, Henrietta, I'm very tired. You always give me courage, let's continue. We cannot stop this way. Yeah. She always tell me that, like, Sierra Leone, if you need to if you put today, you send her. At least not your best way for help the country. And we continue after we build water well in Mountain Court. I remember we build a water well. We up to now the community they take care of. Even they don't build a cultural center, because when people they can get water, then they pay small thing for
very important
for get money for do something. And you get the moonslide we come after back where we be very, very active, because that time the place where land be happening, we will send food stuff, because that time people need food. Food stuff. After we send some used clothes, we send Sierra Leone. And when we do that, we see when they give the poor people or people that live in the daycare home, that's a victory for me and my crew and my friends, because Sierra Leone is our home. Absolutely. And no place like home.
Absolutely. We're going to take another break. This is On the Spot coming up still. He's still here with me. We'll take another break and we'll be right back.
Who knows what might happen tomorrow, next week, or even next year? But we do know that with Staco Insurance, whatever the future brings, we'll be there when you need us most, with outstanding customer service and prompt payment of your claim. Fire, motor, general accident, marine, life and medical. For now and for tomorrow. Staco Insurance, a passion for high standards.
The National Minerals Agency was set up in 2012 by an act of parliament, and in 2013 we started operations. We have the Ministry of Mines and Mineral Resources, that by constitution the minister is responsible for the natural resources of this country, but that's the policy formulation wing of the mines and mineral sector. Then we have the NMA, was established to be the technical professional regulatory wing. So if you take it into context, we are actually the custodians of the minerals of this country. Diamond, bauxite, rutile, iron ore, chromite, you name it, including the newly discovered minerals as well, which we're still evaluating whether they're in economic quantities. So our job here preliminarily is to ensure that we maximize the benefits Sierra Leoneans, all Sierra Leoneans, derive from these mineral resources that God has given us.
All right, welcome back to the show. So, Abdul, before we took the break, we were just talking about the intervention that the Sierra Leone Union here in France have been able to give back to Sierra Leoneans. I did speak to another guest who is founding member of the Sierra Leone Union in Strasbourg, and one thing he mentioned was they have the plans to have various interventions in Sierra Leone, but they just wanted to start first of all with the community people, because there are a lot of people who need a lot of support. In your case, in the union here, how do you support Sierra Leoneans who are living in France?
As for me, Sierra Leone in France is we are doing great issue to help people, because sometimes when a Sierra Leonean come to France, you don't understand nothing. You don't speak the language. You don't know where to go. You don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. And Sierra Leone in France always come and assist them to show where they can go and seek asylum, the place where they can have facilities to do something and to make their process go faster. Because this country is very, very, very separated in different departments. Some departments are very harder than other departments. We can say some departments, they don't give it back. You know what I mean? Some departments softer than some other department. So we shoot you in the right direction. Say, go na this place. This place is voila, exactly. And most of the time they ensure that make another Sierra Leoneans we did there. We go collect you and try to show you the local system, how to survive. Because here it's very, very difficult. Because you have two possibilities. Either you take the wrong direction, your process will be longer than, or someone that's made a mistake, he will correct you to go to the shorter way to have your document. Because when you arrive in this place, you have to get accommodation, and they can accept your asylum. They can give you something like 3 months, 6 months stay to circulate. Because that is the main thing. When you come here, you cannot move around because there is no document. So we assist people and we show them how to move on, how to start their process in the asylum way.
Wonderful. So how easy is it for, I'm not going to say Sierra Leoneans, how easy is it for Africans to succeed in France?
There is two ways. You have to be perseverant, and you have to provoke your destiny.
Oh, I love that. You gotta provoke your destiny.
You have to provoke your destiny, because you cannot sit down here and say everything. This Europe, the problem is very, very different.
Yeah.
Very, very different. When people see you, they think that everything's okay. And why I said you have to provoke your destiny. When you have a chance, you have to make a good use of it. And how? As this country, we see so many examples from other people. And what I observe in Europe, most of we, the migrants, if we are very, very hardworking, we are going to achieve, because we know where we are from.
Where we're coming from. Yeah.
Sometimes I always tell my friends, even when I'm riding in the good road, I said, wow, I have a chance. Even when I'm riding in the good road, I said I have a chance. So that chance, I'm making use of it.
Yeah.
Because I know where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud to be a Sierra Leonean. I'm very proud to be here. Why? Because I have suffering in my life, in my country, and even why with my job, with no time, with family issue, I always give time for my association, and that time reflect to my country.
Yeah.
That's the time that I give for my country, because in here we are organizing 2 events in France to get fun, because people give us used clothes, used things.
Yeah.
We don't have the money to send it back home. So we make 2 events here. One in August, we make the barbecue show. This is the 8th time we are doing it, and the barbecue show, and we make a Valentine show. And these 2 shows give us financial access to ship things in the country. So it's not really easy, with our jobs, our family lives, and another issues. But for me, that is my own sacrifice, my own little sacrifice to my country.
Before I let you go, is there a huge Sierra Leone community in France? And if yes, how are they faring?
Okay, now I can say we are the 2nd generation.
Yeah.
We are 2nd generation, because when we came to France, we count ourselves. But today, the community is starting growing, and growing in a positive way. Wow. Because now we are interconnecting with other cities, like as you say just now, you just interview another colleagues in Strasbourg.
Yeah.
Now any city have an association. Why? It's very important, because when they are in your city, you know your problem, you know how number you are, and when there is a problem, the nearest person can give you rescue.
Yes.
So it's very important for all the Sierra Leoneans to know themselves over there. And we do the same things in Paris, and we connect with each other. And we give us support whenever other city make something, we go there and support them. And that is the occasion for our children to see each other. Because the main things, again, to make barbecue or to get somewhere where we, the Sierra Leoneans, can meet, it's not for we, it's for our children. My daughter will see another Sierra Leonean. You can see the flag, you can see where they speak Creole, see where our culture. It's very, very important for us, to meet, to see. As you know, normally we Sierra Leoneans, as we see, so we go keep competing, because our country is a very small country. We can say everybody know each other. Hey, also you be there, like you see you be there. So that make something special.
Makes it special.
Because life is very private. Everybody do his things on the own side, and that is one of the time. This is summertime. Where people meet, we see, we get good time. We talk about Don Country. So that's one of the things that, especially to me, make me really happy and have always the courage to continue, because as you know, we to they're not funny, but but they try our best for make we able to get this friend and brotherhood. But most of the case, everything is okay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Abdul. Continue to do the amazing work that you're doing. It's very important that Sierra Leoneans, especially those who are just coming in, have somewhere and have someone that they can reach out to, that they can feel is family. It's a lot when people get uprooted from their place of comfort where they have known all their lives to a different new, strange location, it does take a lot. So thank you for the good work you're doing. And good luck with your business as well. Of course, this is On the Spot. Coming up next are my final words. In my final words, my guest has shown that we all can be a source of hope and support to one another, irrespective of who we are or where we are. Thank you to the Sierra Leone Union here in France for providing that support and that needed community to help empower each and every one of their community member here in France. I'd also like to say thank you and well done to Abdul for the initiative, having understood, having experienced what it really felt living and being alone in a stranger's country. Hopefully, that support that he is extending to other people, like a ripple effect, would also be extended to another person. And as we always say, Sierra Leoneans don't always get along. Sometimes that may be true. But my experience so far here in France has been a very pleasant one, thanks to the Sierra Leoneans that I have met along my journey on, of course, this episode and this series in capturing the amazing stories that we have been able to bring to you. They have been very supportive, very helpful, and most importantly, made my stay a really pleasant one. For those of you who are still not yet sure about reaching out or joining the community, I would say, why not give it a shot? Thanks to every one of you for tuning in. Of course, this is part of my European series here on season 3 of the show. Like I always say, if you can think it and you are definitely ready to work for it, you will definitely, most definitely achieve it. That has been the story that has really resonated with all my guests, who all came here having nothing, but today have been able to make a difference in both their lives and those of other people. In the end, hard work, tenacity, consistency, and definitely not giving up is the watchword and the secret and the key to your destiny. Just like my guest said, you have to provoke your destiny. Thanks to our partners for supporting us to bring in this amazing conversation to you. Until next week, when we'll be back, continue to stay fabulous.